Welcome to DK Champ. I haven't put out a college basketball lineup in a little bit, and it's all because the matchups have been so tricky, considering that most of them will be blowouts, and the same applies tonight. But there is one thing that I want to show you that I'm liking, and it is the TCU game. The only bad thing about this game, if we go to the depth chart, is that we have some guys coming back, like Fisher should be back this game, and then they have a forward that'll be coming back in this game, and it'll be their first time playing. So we don't know if they're going to steal minutes from these guys or if they are going to come in and just take away from them, or if they're going to come in and play a few minutes here and there and try to nurse these injuries. This should not be a very difficult game for TCU to win, but these guys have a lot of capability to produce a lot of points. So I'm going to go with Robertson at guard, and we came down. We got Bain at forward, which he actually shows up as a guard. We have Miller that's going to play forward. He should get minutes no matter what. And then we have Samuel playing center. So that's going to give us four guys right here. And then the other individual that I like to put in this, and it's going to leave you with trying to scrape for people to reach value, but I think these guys can hold their own as far as getting enough points where you don't have to worry about it too much. But Gilbert has been pretty impressive here in the first go-round, whether the game is tight or not. He's been getting the minutes and getting the points, and that's exactly what we need in this kind of situation. So I'm going to roll with Gilbert here. That leaves you with 52 on your remaining players, and you could go a bunch of different ways with this. The one thing to keep in mind when picking these players, let's go to a utility spot. For example, the TCU game, there's no one listed on this side, so there's no players that you can pick. So that makes it a little bit more difficult when trying to play some of these guys. But what I like to do is go through some of these mid-major teams and see what they have been doing. So I've got my salary set up. I changed it from salary to points per game, and then I can look at someone like Love from Wright State, which I don't know a lot about Wright State, but I'm able to pull up and see a little bit about him and see where he's at with these, how he's getting minutes, if there's blowout games or if he's actually getting these minutes every game. And then I can come down and let's say, I want to look at Allen, who's playing Ohio State. This game should be an absolute blowout. And you can see the games which they haven't been blown out, they've won every game this year. But you can see pretty consistent in minutes here regardless of score. And actually Allen will come out on the games that they're up heavy. So you can see his minutes kind of drop when they're up a bunch of points. So like someone like this could be a good potential candidate to play at 51 since we have to keep our salary down. Nicholls State has always been a pretty solid team. But if you can go through and find the correct guys and figure out how to place them into your lineup with this last little bit, I think the TCU crowd here, pending those guys coming in, that could turn things upside down. But I do not think they will get any substantial playing time tonight considering the competition. And I think these guys are going to do their normal thing, and we should be sitting pretty good at the end of this. So let me know what you think on these. If you think another team is worth stacking, please leave that in the comments. But this is what I'm thinking is going to be the best bet. And I'm probably going to pick a few guys from mid-major teams to fill out the rest of it because they are cheaper and just hoping that they can step up to the competition. So let me know what you think. I'm going to try to get back on these, especially when conference starts. I'll be able to do it a little bit better. I just don't like when a major team plays a mid-major. That just makes things very challenging in this when you're trying to play daily fantasy sports. So let me know what you think, and good luck tonight.